First, let's talk about the site. It's a very unusual site, and it's kind of amazing that the site right in the center of Berlin was actually made available for this project. And the reason is basically that between 1963 and 1989, the site was occupied by the Berlin Wall, which separated Eastern Berlin from Western Berlin. The site to the north is bounded by the Brandenburg Gate and the Unter den Linden. The Unter den Linden, or under the linden trees, is one of the main boulevards of Berlin, and it leads right to the heart of the cultural area of Berlin. On the south is the Potsdamer Platz, which before the Berlin Wall went up was the main commercial center of Berlin. So it's an extremely important site, which after the Berlin Wall came down was just like this 17-acre wasteland with grass and weeds and some remnants of pavement, but also some ghosts. The site during the Nazi occupation of Berlin was the command center of the National Socialist Party, really the command center of the Holocaust itself. And it's reported that even buried in the site with no entrance to it is the bunker in which Hitler committed suicide. So the site is saturated, is deep with this history and these memories and these contradictory memories. So from this remarkable site for the memorial emerges, as if from the earth itself, these stelae, 2,711 blocks that seem to come somehow out of the earth and create this sober, gray, awesome field. Each block is about 3 feet wide and almost 8 feet long, and they vary in height from very, very low, almost bench-like height, to over 13 feet in height. So there's a lot of variability in size. There's also the block's tilt, up to almost a half a degree in some cases much, much less. But this tilting and the number give a kind of randomness to the field. It's important that the number of blocks, the number of stelae, 2,711, doesn't signify anything. It's not a date, it's not the number of victims, it's purely random. The size of the blocks is also random, though of course there is some association perhaps with a crypt or a coffin, but it's important that the site doesn't literally hold bodies. This is not a cemetery. It's not a mausoleum. It's a rather inert field of blocks.